Hi, it's Monday, my turn to tag you all once again. As per usual, I have 5 questions for you this week. Moving on to number 1. Do you have any regrets? I have many regrets over my life. The first regret I've ever had was when I was doing boxing. I was doing ever so well. I had my name put down for the Olympic boxing, only for me to find a girlfriend. Stopped doing boxing. She got pregnant and I married her. My boxing came to an end. That was one regret. Second regret was not going to Cornwall to live when I split up with my second wife. I wanted to move to Cornwall to get away from it all, but I had my family here, so that stopped that. Third was, some of you already know that I was going to have an operation, top half. But I stopped doing that because I couldn't get the money to pay for it. £4,000, I couldn't get the money, so that stopped. I have really other regrets that blows me mind away, right, left and center, and I honestly don't know why. I just didn't say stuff it, blow it, I'm gonna do what I want. I've got a lot of regrets, I can tell you. Yeah. Moving on. Would you rather be rich and sad or poor and happy? I am poor, but I'm not happy. I'm poor as poor can be. Once I get my money, it's near enough all gone in the same week. Only time when I can say that I am actually happy, you all know what I'm going to say here and now, is Carnival. Carnival is everything to me. I love Carnival. I love the club that I'm in. Marvellous bunch of people. They take the mick out of me and I take the mick out of them. We get on quite like a house on fire. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Honestly. The Carnival Club that I'm in now, they are brilliant, fantastic. What would I rather be? At this precise moment, rich and sad. But without the sadness, I'd be rich and happy. Yeah. Moving on. Your home rules. Easy. I have a dog. He sits on the settee, he sits on the chair. And if you don't like him being on the chair, then don't blooming come in the first place. Because I'm not going to tell my dog to get down if you're here. This is his home as well as it's mine. So, my rules is, my dog gets on the chair. Yeah. Moving on. Did you have hideouts as a kid? My hideout was up in the woods. There was a nice little rock on a face cliff up there in the woods. Rock. Used to climb up and sit on this rock. Hours and hours just sitting peacefully. Or inside the woods there's a nice little tree. I think it's still up there. Nice little tree. What I used to just sit down on the, sort of like the side path where the tree is, and let the time pass by. Just listen to the birds sing. If it's kind of windy, letting the trees blow, whistle. Beautiful sounds. Just peace and quiet. Me on my own. That's the sort of hideouts I used to have as a kid. Yeah. Moving on to number 5 and last. What keeps you going each day? Again, that's easy. As you all know, I have a dog. I've got to get up. I've got to motivate myself after having a few cups of coffee to wake myself up, let him out for his walk. And also in the evenings going down the shed, building our cart for this year. Yeah. And this year we got a 3-piece. We usually come out with a 2-piece, 60 foot long. This year we got a 3-piece and it's 100 foot long. Yeah. Been many a year since we had a 100-foot cart out. And we've got 7 weeks left to build. Yeah, 7 weeks left to build. So, moving on to the ones I'm tagging for this week, if you don't already know, as follows. Which you do. The World of Danny J. Bernie, DC. The Hat Man, Dave Nicholson, Axmus, the King of Tags. The legend, our king, our very own Doc. Stevie, as per usual, you do not need to do this tag if you don't want to. Anybody else would, then please feel free to do so. Thank you for watching. God bless and take care.